Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to another stream here on the Avian Inclusive Play Down. Listen, I am so grateful to be with you guys, and a happy holidays to all of you. Those of you who are joining, thank you so much. I know it's a little bit of a late notice, but we're just trying to test out a couple of things here. We're on the new Sims by Sim 2024, and so we're testing that out on the stream. It's been quite a while. I think a stream was about 2 or 3 months ago. Life, you really life it. But we're here now and we want to get started. So we're in the Fenix A321 at the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. And we're going to get on BatSim shortly. There's BatSim going on right now with Atlanta. In the Atlanta airspace, you have 80 hours of Atlanta. So quite a bit of ATC going on. We think we should have ATC all the way down to New Orleans today. So we're going down to New Orleans in the A321. It is normally a 757 flight. However, we're going to use the A321 since there isn't a 757 flight available in terms of the sim. So we'll just work with it. We work with what we have. And it's good to see you. Feel free to say hello in the chat so I can shout you out. Appreciate you for joining in with us today. Let's jump right into the flight deck. And as we said, we're in the A321 and we have our co-pilots into the next bus here. Jump onto the EFP and we're going to import the next flight, which is to... Okay, so he doesn't have a flight. That's crazy. Let's see. Why does my 321 want to act like this? Come on. The sim brief wants to act out. Alright. Give me just a second. There we go. Not sure what was going on with some brief for that, but all right, no problem. Let's add a couple of minutes to that so we can get out of here on time. Okay, and all right, so we'll start loading the aircraft. We can get that. While we're waiting on that to happen, we can go ahead and set up our FMC. I'm gonna go onto the back network. And we will get our ATIS and all of that good stuff. We got our PDC already. Let's check out the ATIS, which is gonna be 125.5.
That is right. Runway through that and right departure of taxi with the operations in effect. Ground control will assign runway with taxi instructions. Notice it through air. Operate transponder with Moavii on all ramps, taxiways, and runways. Advise on initial contact. You have information Sierra.
Alright, so we have information Sierra, so we'll have to write that down.
Sierra 1652 West 300 at 15 just 27. Visibility 10,000 checkers. 20,000 checkers. Temperature 11. Throughput -2. Altimeter 3000. Simultaneous departure. Departure runway 26 left. 27. Expect RNAV off the ground departing runway 26 left. Expect RNAV off the ground departing runway 27 right. Runway 27 right departure.
Hey, what's going on, AgusAlvarez? Appreciate it, man. About to do that same route. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Operate transponder with Moavii on all ramps, taxiways, and runways. Advise on initial contact. You will have information Sierra.
Alright, so we got our information there. It's kind of loud outside, so let me turn it off real quick so we can focus on what we're doing here. Alright, so this is our flight. We're going to New Orleans, and altitude fuel weight is 149.3. So we get that sorted real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna be sitting here like this because what I'm gonna do is use Fenix app. Since the Fenix has a app, I can just use my iPad, so I don't necessarily have to be looking down at the computer all the time. So you'll see the FMC moving, but my mouse won't be moving, which is great. So I can get to see other things while I'm working. All right, so we are Delta2361, and cost index today is going to be 79, and we are cruising at 320. We have our PDC. So our spot today is 7205. Set up. Good. Alright, flight plan. Auto departure today should be a south side. If not, we'll just change it. Well, actually, yeah, north side. So it's out of 26 left. Based on PDC. PDC says we're cleared to the pound 2 departure. Garcia transition maintain 10,000 expected during 10. Frequency is going to be 133.47, and underground north side ramp. So we're going to offer 26 left. So let's put this in the box to pounce 3, pounce 2, and the Garcia transition. Import that. See what the winds are looking like in New Orleans. 350 at 16 gusting to 27. Fun flight. See what we got here for our arrival at the airport. It's coming at 325. That means that our arrival will be 29. So let's get that started. It's always nice to put in an arrival point because you want to make sure that your FMC calculates the fuel correctly. So even though you may have some changes in terms of ATC, like today, I landed in New York, in Atlanta, and the star says that you ought to set up for Aylex 27 left. However, once I got down, ATC said, nah, you're going to 26 right. So you just got to be prepared for it. All right, so Ministry 1, and we're going to use the Sierra Juliet India transition. And let's see what we have for our airport here. Aylex 2. Ooh. Let's see. Aylex 2. We'll use a longer run. 290. It's gonna be a crosswind. All right, we'll do Aylex 2. We'll do Aylex 2. Let's change that. This section is posted. Aylex 2. So, alright, so we check that. Abilities. Somebody is at our gate. Let's reset. Go through all of this though. Let's get all that started out. Yo, what's going on, man? What's up? Trying to get set up here with this aircraft. There is someone at our gate. I don't know how long he's going to use it. We'll continue that. So let's get back to our program. Let's go to our secondary flight plan. After the intercept, we will, if we have to, return to Atlanta. And we will take the Aylex runway 26 right. No star, no vias. Just want to get back to the run. So that's set up. Alright, good. So we have this trip to the DIFS, and let's now go back to our init page. And our fuel rate was 149. Is it? 49.3, and we have 27.5 as our fuel rate, our CG. Our fuel is today 17.6. Cool. See what our winning component looks like. Minus 65. These winner wins are the worst. Should have been an hour and 8 minutes, but it's now an hour and 20 minutes. So let's get our summaries. We have 191 passengers today. Our fuel 149.2, and our fuel is 17.6. We have all that set. And then for our fuel in the box, let's now put in our minimum fuel of 7.2, and our ultimate is 3.3. You see what I'm doing. So minimum is 7.2, 3.3. We have extra 1, 2.2, which is about 23. Plenty of fuel, so we are good to go on that. All right, so we are finished with the setup for now. We'll go into the performance shortly. Set up the MCP 10,000. We'll put our flight directions on. Upstairs, let's see, the fuel is still happening. We're refueling. Yes, we're refueling. We gotta wait. All right. Yo, yo, yo. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Also, guys, let me know when you get on my friend. Performance. 265. Living load sheet. 1 plus F. No force toga. Test. Take that. 0, 0, 0. So we have 141. We go to our perf page. 141 is our V1 speed. 147. No problem, man. I had to restart it, so no problem. Had to reset GSX. 147, 152, and 155. Right, we have flaps 1 and up 0.8. That set our flex temp is 50 degrees. Good. So the box is set up, just waiting for refueling to be done, which will be done shortly, and then we will have our passengers boarding. For whatever reason, this particular livery doesn't allow seated passengers, but we should see some passengers. Push off the gate, so we're here by ourselves. Great. Nice. Airbus party today. That sound that you heard is brake fan when I came in from Waesto. Set timers. Alright. So we're just waiting for the fuel to come online. While we do that, let's check our departure today chart. Departing off of runway 26 left on the 2. So this chart, it says our top altitude is 10,000, which we already have there. Off of 26 left, climb ahead 275, it's up course 288. The Snuffy that on the Victor route pounds. So take off Snuffy to VDOT, then left down the pounds all the way down to Garcia. Alright, fuel is done. Get our pump on. Start our little announcement back there.
Seated in a seat that does not have a seat in front of you, all your
Turn
carry-on
on
items
the
must be placed in an overhead storage compartment. And if you are seated at an exit row seat, please review the information in the fly state exit row seating. And if after reviewing this information you prefer not to sit at an exit row seat, please identify yourself as one of our flight attendants and we will be happy to reseat you. For your safety, laptop computers cannot be stored in the seat pocket in front of you.
Run through
and if you are using any
flight
mobile
plan to make
phones
sure that
or
we
other
have what we
electronic
just spoke
devices,
about
please
with
begin
the
entering
departure.
them to the off
So
position.
Snuffy,
As we will be
VDOT,
departing shortly, flight attendants please begin securing the cabin
then
for
to
departure.
Panther, then Garcia, then on flight plan route down to New Orleans. We'll be using Aylex runway 02. So once we get a bit closer, we'll check that.
American 1333, we're ready for taxi.
American 1333, runway 27 right, Lima Lima Charlie.
One of the things I like about the Fenix is they're able to turn down the sound right from it. So we got a flight attendant here, and we have the fastest going. Like I said, this particular livery, we got first class, which is really cool, but just can't get the passengers to sit, which is annoying purely because one of the passengers is to see them seated, right? Alright, let's see how many more we got going. Alright, started before I forget. A little bit. $36 Yesterday I was watching AgusAlvarez doing the A330. Man, I don't know how, for whatever reason, I tried that key binding change and I've been looking all of it. It still has been giving me some issues in terms of the settings. Well, let me retry that. The settings were easy because I just ported them over from, when I said ported them over, I ported them from MSFS 2020 just so that I don't have to think about what they are. So they're pretty much identical. A few things that are a little bit different but bearable. But in terms of that switch, I couldn't do this. I don't know why I couldn't, but it just wasn't allowing me to switch at all. That was just annoying. I had to fly offline. I hate flying offline.
Mobile phones or other electronic devices, please begin turning them to the off position. As we will be departing shortly.
So I'll have to try that again with the A330.
For departure.
And then I wish somebody would actually do a proper A330 delivery for Delta. Yeah, but I don't know. It just was not switching, man. Just would not switch. But I'll try what you said from your stream yesterday. Because I really want to fly the A330. I like doing real world ops. And now that I have the 330 in the sim, I can do some Delta ops with the 330. But the deliveries are just not available. They don't have a 200 delivery. Don't know why. 300 delivery that's there doesn't look all that great either. We'll see at some point. Alright, let's go passengers 69191. One day I need the passengers to be on board quick fast in order to take it from it. So I was saying earlier, guys, this is Atlanta Airport. They have this 80-hour ATC going on. So up until the 31st of December, we'll have ATC in the Atlanta area. Of course, this is Delta land, so we have a bunch of Deltas on the way. We got AgusAlvarez over here in his A320. You found a 320 or 321? 730 is all the way over here. That's what's up. I like to thank you. I prefer these special liveries. To me, most persons won't be flying them. So I like to fly with the registrations more specific. So November 391 Delta November, so we're good to go. Alright, while we're waiting for these passengers to come on board, we can check out our assigned routing for the taxi more than likely. We are here on the Bravo 21, so we go 3 north, and we get Foxtrot Echo, 26 left. And as per usual with our departure briefing, when we're taxiing out, we'll taxi on both engines. On departure, all those speeds between 0 and 80 knots, we stop for anything that will cause the aircraft to be unflyable between 80 knots and V1. We stop for any fire warning. V1, we are committed to take off. We will take off, climb 3,000 feet straight up, advise ADC after we've decided what the situation is. Then we've already had the secondary flight plan in the box for us to come back if we need to, so that is already set up for us here. Otherwise than that, should be a pretty nice flight going down to New Orleans, or as it is New Orleans. Let's check something here with our weather chart. No significant weather should be on the side. Yep, so we should be pretty good. Just some stiff winter headwinds as per usual, but we're good to go. The departure briefing is complete.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. As you're getting settled, please be aware that all carry-on items must be stored beneath the seat in front of you or placed in an overhead storage compartment. If at this time your articles are too large to fit or you're experiencing difficulty with your carry-on items, please contact one of your flight attendants. We will try and help you with it or have it checked to your destination for you. If you are seated in a seat that does not have a seat in front of you, all your carry-on items must be placed in an overhead storage compartment. Say, exit row seating. And if after reviewing this information you prefer not to sit at an exit row seat, please identify yourself to one of our flight attendants and we will be happy to reseat you. For your safety, laptop computers cannot be stored in the seat pocket in front of you. And if you are using any mobile phones or other electronic devices, please begin turning them to the off position. As we will be departing shortly, flight attendants, please begin securing the cabin for departure.
See what as looks like now. We at 125 on the hour. Looking pretty good. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Alright, let's check our wind information. So let's see how our fuel is going to be. This is what we have now. Let's get our wind request. 9.7, so we're good to go. Our progress, we'll put a MSY 02. If we have to go direct to MSY, our bearing will be 241. Great, that's cool. Just let me know something real quick. Is the ATC coming clear through the speakers? Just want to make sure that everything is clear. That we have ATC without sound. Sound levels alright? That's pretty much what we're waiting on now, because the aircraft is already ready for departure. GSX is already set up there with the tug, so we'll be on our way pretty shortly. So we'll have to wear put it in ADC. They're direct Grumpy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. As you're getting settled, please be aware that all carry-on items must be stored beneath the seat in front of you or placed in an overhead storage compartment. If at this time your articles are too large to fit or you're experiencing difficulty with your carry-on items, please contact one of your flight attendants. We will try and help you with it or have it checked to your destination for you. If you are seated in a seat that does not have a seat in front of you, all your carry-on items must be placed in an overhead storage.
We check the ATIS real quick. Departure with Sierra. And the is 3000. Wind currently at 300. Being less than 2
One of our flight attendants, and we will be happy to receive you.
But there's no precipitation right now.
For your safety, laptop computers cannot
leaving out of New York
be
earlier today, had to do some
in
de-icing because it was raining like crazy in New York City. And we didn't want to have issues on wings, so we had a
and we will be departing shortly. Flight
Wadia.
attendants
But for Atlanta, we should be fine going down south. So we're good to go. We are just about ready to go. Just about ready to go. So once that is done, the doors will be closed. Let's turn this real quick. This going for our departure. 185, 191. Alright, so on the left side, since I'm pilot flying, I'll have the paraffin it. Let's review our departing speeds. V1147, VR152155. We'll get the final load sheet shut just now. And we have flaps 1 and we're up 0.8. And our flex temp is 50. Alright, aircraft is loaded pretty good. Let's go down.
At this time, the boarding doors have been closed for departure 2. All overhead bins must be closed, and all passengers seated in order for us to move the aircraft. We appreciate that. Couple reminders: anytime the fasten seatbelt sign is on today, please remain seated. That's for your safety and our fellow passengers and crew members. The captain has asked your flight crew to
We gotta
remain
change
seated
that.
until he lets us know it's safe for us to begin our service and be up in the aisle. So please
And
remain seated
accept
as we climb out
that.
of today. Also, the use of cellular networks is not permitted. No FaceTiming or phone calls on our flight today. Free text messaging is available after we reach 10,000 feet. I'll make an announcement at that
147,
time.
52, 55. All right, we're good to go. All right, doors are closed. Talk to the flight attendant. All right, cool. See you later. All right, great. All right, so we are ready to go. Oz, you ready? All right, here in Atlanta, we don't have to push and call the ramp. We simply just push back. Let's see what's going on outside. I'm good to go. And there's somebody behind me, so go ahead and push. So we will put on the beacon, and that will run the disconnect there. Oh. There we go. I don't know why. I'm confused as to why whenever the GSU disconnects, that the I don't understand whenever we take off the ground power that the system resets, so that I have to re-input the frequency 132.97. All right, parking brake is released. Yes, that's which way go. Basic. Parking brake is released. Alright, and away we go. Start sequence is 2, then 1. So let's start engine number 2.
Delta 2005 and IT 7 left, clear to land.
At this time, in just a few moments, we'll be showing you the safety video. Once the video has concluded, we'll be in the aisles to answer any questions you have before we're seated for taxi out. Again, thank you for choosing Delta today. My name is
You can go ahead and push as well. I'll just push behind and wait for you.
Charles in the economy cabin. We do welcome you aboard.
No, runway T6, right? You have information Foxtrot.
Engine 2 is fail.
Delta 786, runway T6, right?
Let's start number 1. I was on the push.
Delta 76, runway T6, right, clear to land. Delta 600, RNAV 12, runway T7, right, clear for takeoff.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake is set.
Unlocking gear.
United 1041, director to Bamboo, maintain 9,000, and Unit T50 right there.
I was playing it shiny off there. That's that bloom for you. Alright. Engine number 1 is coming up. I'll build in a couple of seconds. And engine 1 is in there. Right. Ooh. I have to start check. I didn't run the checklist for the first one. Haha. Alright, so before it starts, parking brake is set and turned on. It's good. Alright. So we have to start close. Flight control check, border left, border right, and we are 0.8 up. That is set. And fully left. fully right. Neutral, fully up. Fully down.
That is one Delta 2523 airport level.
Flaps one. Speed brake. As a start check, NTI is not required. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim 0.8. Butter trim neutral. As start check is complete. And now before taxi check this like control the check button is flat as 1 plus F with our predictive wind shear on and auto. Engine mode selector is normal. ECAM is almost take off no blue. And we'll double check all of that. Back sets and press the take off button. Take off no blue. Taxi check is complete. When ours is ready, we can go ahead and taxi behind him. Is complete.
U20 and when able to recommend it. Delta 5150 on a call
Picture here real quick. Picture taken.
Delta 143 runway 27 right line.
Yes, if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table and footrest. Be sure you fasten.
Delta 2523 runway 27 left, clear to land. Runway 27 left, clear land at 2523. That is 1040 on a CG, turning to CC 02. Delta 2969 on approach, runway 27 left. Delta 2969 on approach, runway 27 left. Yep, Delta 2969, runway 27 left.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you.
41, descend and maintain 6,000. United 1041, clear direct, stand to.
Lot of airplanes up. You good? Go ahead.
Delta 2969, descend and maintain 12,000.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with MSFS sometimes, man. What's the issue this time? I know you had an issue with your push to talk yesterday. Is it still happening?
United 1041, turn right heading 250, accept the low light. United 1041, heading 250 please. Thank you, and you now maintain 6,000 to yourself and low budget, but I also need 6 years.
I can wait a couple of minutes for you. Go ahead. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Can you play up?
Delta 143 on our call, keep the record for takeoff. On our call, right, pick up with 143. Delta 5150, radar contact, maintain 10,000. Delta 2005, short of T7 right there at your uniform. Delta 2523, short of T7 right at Tango. Right on Tango, 2523. Short of T7 right at Tango. Short of T7 right. Right on Tango, 2523.
Check. Check 0.
Delta 1969, direct to Eagle.
We still gotta wait here anyways because all this traffic can barely get a word in. Same thing happened to ours yesterday. ATC is on the ball, man. Yeah, this is Microsoft 2024. The new sim.
Expect the visual approach or maintain 6 strikes instead of maintain 9,000.
Just waiting a little bit for our friend over here to sort out whatever this is that he's had. We'll head on. ATC is pretty busy as well, so it's actually giving us some time to power wall on, then we've been able to move it on.
Stand by. Everyone on the ground, we're going to the controller over to the standby.
There we go. So we gotta wait anyways.
Definitely 17.
Perfect. So let me go ahead and set up 19.1 over here. That.
Delta 143 with our contact to altitude.
We'll be ready whenever we talk.
Delta 143 passes 5,000 now. Delta 2005 at uniform cross 197 right, join Mike to the ramp. Delta 2523 at November 5, cross 197 right, join Mike to the ramp. November 5, cross 127 right, ramp, Delta 2523. Delta 2969 at 210 on to maintain south. Delta 5155 maintain 14,000.
So we're hoping to get another controller on. He said there's another one coming on, yes, but I don't know if it's going to be or if it's going to be another. Of course, I'm seeing two approaches right now. I don't know if they're switching up that position.
279.
Okay. So that's a different controller.
This sounds a triple liner heavy, 127.9.
Alright, so that gives him some leeway where he can channel, so some presses will go to him, then the other will deal with that, so he doesn't have to deal with all those around. That's a lot of planes that are airborne. So I'm wondering if he wants us to go to those on the ground.
Got a 09 at the departure with our contact indicating 10,000. Got a 143, copy maintain 14,000.
How's you guys stuff started?
Got a 5150, contact at Lemon Center 132.97. Yeah, that is 5041, we're doing 6 right here to land. The way that is 320 at 1
And I departure today, Delta 2361 Sierra North Side. Delta 2361 Sierra North Side.
Delta 2361 at the departure remain left back to be a block across.
Has to be a fun system to No taxi. How's you good? Parking brake is released.
Was it done at 1665 as well?
And clear left, clear right.
7 right, taxi via Charlie.
And the taxi in the box. Yeah, Foxtrot, Golf Echo.
Got sorry, 2224. Got a 2224 Atlanta departure remains 6 left taxi via Foxtrot.
Let's get out of here.
American 1229 and then departure remains 7 right taxi via Mike and Charlie. Delta 1996 Arnett, law 7 right, clear for takeoff.
One of the things I like to see here in Atlanta is the lights as the planes are coming in. You see them in the distance. Same thing here on the sim. It looks really, really good. Very spectacular. Get a speed up to about 20 knots. Get that to only 26 knots.
Traffic.
3190. Foxtrot Golf John Echo. Clear right, clear left.
Delta 143, contact Aylex, 132.97. 43 via the letter.
Alright, so get this here on 5997 is already set, so we're good to go.
Yeah, 41 at Atlanta, proper main 6 flat, the Bravo, story the Echo.
Just real quick, focus on what we're talking about here.
You're online. Are you given higher by the reduced phone? About that 14,000. Got a 65 heavy on now, small one, 7 right, 6 for takeoff. Got a 87 and 84 heavy, runway 7 right, not underway, caution, wait turbulence, temp departing to 8330.
So we have 2 aircraft on final. And like I was saying earlier, in Atlanta, when you look off to the distance, you see one here, you see another one back there with these lights. It's pretty nice in the sim the same way.
Right, are you able to accept November 13th?
Affirmative, we can take that.
Alright, so review our departure real quick as we come to the end of the runway. We are departing off of the runway 26 left, and our first waypoint is Snuffy B dot over to Ponce. Top altitude is 10,000, and our V speed is 147, 152, 155, and we are ready to go. Let's ping the cabin. Attendant seats for departure. JetBlue coming in on the north side.
I'm sorry, you're coming in really quiet. I can't hear you.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yo, what's going on? Matthew, welcome to the stream, bro. Appreciate you stopping by.
09 contact them on the 132.97. BPBR turn right, 70 radar contact, and I'm maintain 6,500. Delta 1996 radar contact, I'm maintain 14,000. Delta 2361 and plan to departure RNAV, nothing really, just left 6 to take off.
On 726 clear takeoff 2361.
Delta 2224.
We are ready to
Approaching
go.
26 left.
Delta 1665 SE radar
Strobes coming on.
maintain 14,000 altitude.
On runway 26 left.
Delta 8784 cross or sorry, Delta 8784 FE RNAV
Simultaneous departures. Let's do this.
November 5517 Romeo cross
Here we go.
7 left 50 approach and hold short.
Pressure on the stick and start time.
Cross 27 left, hold short.
50%.
55 left. Not the speed,
Stable.
Contour 999 heavy wind 3.
Manflex 50%. SRS running auto thrust is good.
DTBR turn right 84 left 1
80 knots.
Delta 2969 power 57 left 3.
V1. Rotate. It's a bit of time. Here coming up. Nah. And you're off. And fly this baby up to 5,000 feet.
Around 5 for 50.
72 cross formation 26 left at Delta taxi to the right to be active.
Approximately 260 left at Delta and taxi to
First climb.
517 Romeo RNAV is off. Right at Edinburgh 13. Cleared for takeoff on left heavy departure at 80.
Delta 2361 passing 3,000 for 10 knots. Speed check. So, pretty cloudy out.
Delta 8784 radar contact. I'm maintaining 14,000 altitude.
And Delta 2361 passing 3,600 for 1 to knots. Passing 6,000 up to 4,000. Yeah, so I'm actually hand flying the aircraft right now. It's why not? Flying this bad. Trying to maintain at 250 knots below 10,000. But of course, because you can't feel it, you just have to watch the instruments to make sure that you're not going too fast, too high. You just watch the cross bar. At 10,000 feet, we're gonna engage ground pilot.
Devices. And a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you.
That's 10,000 feet. Autopilot 1. Oh.
Just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
I'm wondering if the Active Sky, does Active Sky work with 2024? Well, I don't have Active Skies yet. I'm still trying to wait to see what it was because I remember when we had P3D, Active Sky Cloud Art was where it was because these clouds they're okay, but they're not the best. And I know Active Sky Cloud Art was one that I really like because it gave you that realistic look. So I'm hoping that we can get that sometime in the future, at least soon. Coming up to 4,000, we have got the hand off the center. Oh, we got disconnected. I just got disconnected. I didn't even see that. And I decided that when if you go backwards, you can understand. Delta 2361, we are at 14,000. We got disconnected, didn't even realize that. $22.97 having me here. Bye bye. And then good afternoon, Delta 2361 4,000. $320-2361. Alright, up to cruise. We'll do a Hey Owls, I got a question for you. How do you, if you guys listen real quick, you're hearing Hey, let me turn it
Delta
on.
5150, contact Jack. Contact Jack, we'll send on 135, 492 today.
In the background, you're hearing AGUS, and I can't seem to turn that off. All of the other stuff in the sim is off. The AI.
American 2011, descend Village, Colorado, Charlotte, landing south, Charlotte, altimeter.
The AI assistant is off, but for whatever reason, I'm still hearing that AGUS in the background, and I don't get it. I can't seem to turn it off. Thank you for Delta, dedicated to the world's best employee. All right, great. So I was talking about the clouds back there, guys. So it looks okay. It's just really pixelated, and hoping that we could get that change. I was hoping that should have been fixed in Microsoft 2024, but it's that's a nice picture. Yeah. So I was using Active Sky Cloud back in P3D days, so I'm wondering if that would come back with the Active Sky now for Microsoft 2020. That's it, US 2024 as well. I haven't really followed that. What's going on? What's going on? Sorry I missed it, Sean. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream, bro. My apologies. I got disconnected for a second, so I didn't see it. I didn't see if I missed anything. Hey, so here, Uncle. And then we have yeah, so, alright, sorry about that. If you messaged me on WhatsApp, I didn't see it. So coming to 18000, then we have that's similar to standard. Heading to what? Flight time should it be about an hour and few. This right now is where we are, so we are just outside of Atlanta. We have all these departures, so 11 departures coming on the line right now. 5 persons haven't logged in as yet, 11 persons coming out, going to different places. Boston, Honolulu, in a 7:30, well, he's probably doing a business trip. Alright, cool. To Miami, to Amsterdam, to Savannah. Multiple departures there. Jacksonville, Detroit. I need to fly the A350 again. I'm a fun at it. So we got the 2224 heading down to New Orleans with us today. We appreciate the ride along. It was cool to have somebody fly with you. Once we get down to New Orleans, we should have the flight back. Not sure if I'll stream that one, but I'll definitely do the flight back to Atlanta to get something like this. 80 hours. UTC. Meanwhile, hopefully everybody's having pretty good holidays. It's almost the 31st. It's almost the end of the year. And listen, 2025 has been the most. You know, some persons would have lost some people, some persons would have gained some people, you know, family members and so on. But in everything we give thanks. And we hope that 2026 will be bigger and better. For me, 2026, what I really want is to have a 757 in the sim. That would make my heart so glad. Like I said, this flight was supposed to be originally a 757 route, but since we don't have a 757 in the sim as yet, and I'm not flying X-Plane, we definitely use the A320. I've been flying the Airbuses for quite a bit recently. I think I kind of like the whole joystick setup. If my friends hear me talking about the Airbuses like that, they're gonna want to stone me. But I like the Airbuses. I do. The A350 is also one of my faves to fly, so I get it. That's why I want to get the A330 up and running properly, so I can do what I gotta do, because I just want to fly that whole suite. You know? If I had the know-how to paint the planes myself, I definitely paint the Deltas. But gotta wait in the community to do that. Sean, you're not coming back home, boy? When you sit like this, the clouds look fine. Still grainy, but they look fine. Going outside and looking at them, yeah. If you haven't already done so, smash that like button. There. Appreciate you guys for joining. Also have a Discord also available. You can do exclamation point Discord and join the Discord channel as well, so you never miss the next time that I go live. If you haven't already subbed, appreciate you for doing that on time. Also helps to grow the channel, and I appreciate you guys for being here. And as the plane says, thank you. I'll probably have to follow Oz and get the chase plane. I didn't have it for 2020, but I had it for P3D. I doubt there's an upgrade for it. That'd be pretty cool if I could get it for an upgrade. I'm to buy it. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Fenix captain speaking, we are now at our cruise altitude, 33,000 feet. See the sun is now coming home. Read about the cabin as necessary, however, for your safety. Yes, and while you're seated, that you keep your seatbelt securely fastened about you. Flight time today is just another 40 minutes or so before we get to New Orleans. As we get closer, we'll give you a little bit more update on the weather. But for right now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Red Boy Pep is still at it with his flying. Of course, can't leave it alone, man. This is my escape. Gotta keep the state of mind sane, you know what I mean? Appreciate you for stopping by. How you doing? Happy holidays to you. Tech 9. I'm not sure it's on Xbox right now. I think they are trying to make it for PS5. No, not exactly. You'd have to tell me who it is. Not too sure. The name's not too clear. But yeah, PS5. I'm not sure it's ready for PS5 yet. I know it's on Xbox. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think they are trying to make it compatible with PlayStation 5. Well, there you go. So eventually we'll get it. I don't have time to play any other games, so this is really what I stick to for right now. Like sim. And it takes so much because you have to do so many things with, I mean, there are things that are automated, but it goes through a lot. You have, and for the serious simmers like myself and the others, it's really and truly draining sometimes if you, especially when you have to sit on the ground. For example, what we did earlier, we're on the ground for what, 40 minutes, and especially when it's busy, you sit there and wait, you set up, you wait, and then you have to follow procedures and so on. So anyway, it is. There's no 25, is it? There's only 20 and 24. Wait a second. Tech9 is wait. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. Felix? Yeah, Felix. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, I know that name. What's going on, brother? It's been a minute for real. Okay, see, that's new to me. I really, to be very honest, I don't fancy I have an Xbox controller. I got it for a totally different reason, and I don't see why I would want to play it on that. It's limited. It's really limited for all what you want to do. It's functional. I just personally just don't care for it. I prefer to do flight sim on the PC. Yeah, both of them in your car, you just haven't bought them yet. Alright. When it came out for Xbox and so on, I found it interesting. Why would somebody want to do it, especially with the way these aircraft fly? You have things like the Phoenix, things like the Inibus and so on. Yes, they make them functional, but they are limited in terms of what you can do, and I just prefer to fly it on the PC. I was actually hoping for this center to be on the Houston Center, but I guess you're just gonna have to do this the old school way. He was on earlier. Indeed, indeed. They're looking out for the persons who haven't gotten PCs yet. I suppose it has its place, because if you are, there are a lot of people who are flying on, not flying. There are a lot of people who are playing games on Xbox and PS5 and so on. So why not tap into that market? So I can appreciate it. I just don't care for it. Maybe if I were to fly it one day, maybe. I don't know. So Felix, when you get it, let me know and I'll swing by and see how it actually feels. Then maybe I might come back on stream and be like, you know what guys, I apologize. Don't call me, I'll call you. Today is really busy. We have all these aircraft coming in. Those coming in from Jacksonville, those coming in from the Northwest. And from Barcelona. All these are 330 flights. So I really and truly need to get on top of that. I think I probably have to do some shorter one. Europe. Well, you have what? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday. You have 6 days, bro. So let's see if you can finish all that. Alright, so we'll be out of his airspace in another 40 miles or so, and then we will begin our descent. Yeah, United just left out of New Orleans heading to Miami. So in a little bit we'll start doing our approach briefing. 10 minutes to be on. Yeah, I just happened to be online streaming today, man. Testing out this whole thing real quick. just so that I can make sure, because I want to start streaming a bit more regularly. So I'm trying to structure it, so I'm checking it out with the new sim, making sure that everything is copacetic. See what I can add, what I can take out. So it was just last minute I decided to do this stream. But some persons may not be aware, they haven't seen it as yet, so, or even if they saw it, they're probably at work. And usually I'll stream in the evening, which gives people some more opportunity to view because they're not at work. So just try to see. Yeah, but our jobs, man, our jobs make it difficult to record. So I actually I have a structure in my mind as to what I want to do for the channel, but if I can't stick to it, it's going to be a struggle. Our job in particular is very hectic. Yeah, if you were making the YouTube money for sure. That would be like some of these guys out here. That would be like that. Yeah, it's based on consistency as well. So hopefully in 2026 I can be a little bit more consistent. Again, just see what I can do more. Trying to follow in the footsteps of people like guy who's actually flying with me right now. He's actually a big time YouTuber, so it's trying to follow in his footsteps. But man, sometimes I don't know where they find the time though. I guess others can tell me how you find the time to stream like that. With school and everything, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a guy I know for sure. He's Captain Canada. He does the dress up as well. I feel like I got a little surprise coming in 2026. So I won't let it out the bag just yet. Oh man, you don't have to worry about it. Don't need to be scared. Don't need to be scared. A nice little surprise coming in 2026. Thank you so much for the ATC. You did a fantastic job. Happy holidays, 2361. Alright, so we're out of his airspace, so now we go to 22.8, which is the Unitar. What's stopping you from doing the face review? Apparently having your face up in the public, apparently it means I'm being a bit more personal with the people, with your audience and what. I can appreciate that. Oh no. There's some faceless profiles that do very well, you know, so I don't know. So I got a question for my viewers. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put a poll up. I want to see if you guys would agree. Let's see. Weighing on that for me. Will you get on a pilot lesson? I still think I need to be honest. Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Would you get on a pilot lesson? Matthew says negative. That's a no. You're thinking about it, Felix. You're thinking about it. Okay. Would you get on a? Why not? Why not? Imagine you walk into an airplane, they close the door, you say, ladies and gentlemen, from the ground. The cockpit door is closed, you just hear ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, well, from the ground reporting, you know. You would get on a pilotless airplane? Okay, cool. Next thing you see, especially for a bunch of West Indians, you hear ladies and gentlemen from the ground. Listen, if you want to see people storm a door to get off the plane, but but it's the ground you are. Imagine from the ground, from a computer, literally doing like this, sitting down on PC. and interacting with the airplane with 150 people in the back. Yeah, I know they're drones. I know. But there are people, the thought is out there. Or having a one-man cockpit. That's weird though. I for sure wouldn't do it. Would not step foot on an airplane. Would not step foot on an airplane if I don't see a pilot in there. And one of the reasons that I don't think it makes sense and why it should never happen. Over 400 crash investigators with drones alone. Yeah, it's weird that people would want to. I find it interesting that human beings even remotely want to think about it. Because even when you look at what's happening in the sim, I look outside and I may see the airplane wing shape, but I can't feel that to physically be able to do anything. Again, you're sitting in the simulator. For example, this happens. If the master caution switch goes off and you're not there to even feel what's going on, you can't respond to it. Yeah, things can be computerized or whatnot, and the airplanes are already computerized, but if I can't feel, that human element is necessary for you to fly. Because there's some things that the computer just cannot do. You have to override the computer to make certain choices in a split second, which could probably save hundreds of lives. So, I really wouldn't know. All right, 100 miles from our airport. Let's see where we are. We are 20 miles from the top of the descent. I'm here yapping away and haven't inputted the information yet. All right, so let's get that set up real quick. So what's our zero fuel? We're right now 160 at 2, so let's change that to 160. And runway length is 7,000. So we'll do auto brake 2 with auto brake medium with reverse. And it is 360 at 360 at. All right, so guys, what I'm doing is I'm looking at this page right here on the EFB, and I'm inputting information in the box at the same time. So forgive me for not looking down at the moment. This makes it easier for me. Temperature is 11, and it's 360 at 13. So we'll add 10 to our V speed, which is 152. Let's check our arrival. The ILS chart. So ILS decision height is 415. So we put that into barrel. Let's see, we have 016, 016.7, and 85, and 211, 200. Alright, great. We have that good to go. Then one is always 19.5, so let's put 19.5 in here. Great. So top of this end coming up here, and on Earth. Right, so let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We are just about to begin our descent into New Orleans. Winds coming out of the north. Winds coming out of the north at about 13 miles an hour. Temperature is 11 degrees. It's right about 40 or 50 degrees Celsius. Oh, Fahrenheit, sorry. And That was a late descent. So it should have us on the ground by 3:30. There isn't any crossing restriction on the start unless I missed it. Oh yes, I did. 11,000 feet at Flid. Alright, so that's already in the lot. So we're good to go. 11,000 is that's what I missed. Yeah, human pilots are using it for complex decisions. Exactly. So trying to take that away from, I don't even mind it even suggested it. It just doesn't make any sense. All right, so our identifier here on the chart is India Juliet Fox. So we go to fixed info, India Juliet Fox, India, and we put a 15 radius around that. Wonder all the time why I do this. This is just to help us in some configuration that my 7 out of feels configured. So we should add another one. Other questions are due to that or the number daily basis. And of course you won't have the statistics because one, they may not be recorded, and then two, you want to make the argument stronger that computers are better than humans. Not when computers are made by the same humans, right? I never agree with that. I never agree with that. So announcements. Noise traffic that's 2361, 75, expecting Alice 1024 rapid. Altimeter is 3026. Is that what I put in? 3023. They won't ever put that information out because they have to make it. And then you have human beings who don't really think very either. Come on, you need the pilot there. Pilot will be able to sense something is wrong by simply being there. You can't feel that if you're not sitting in it. Let's check out our arrival. So once we land on runway 02, we will exit Tango Sierra and go on Tango on Sierra, and our gates. Let's see what the gate is looking like. We are parking at gate Bravo 4. Once we land, it's a pretty short taxi. So come off on Sierra to hotel. Yeah, so pretty short landing and arrival time. I suppose that also take 5 or 6 minutes. Good to land, yeah, no thanks. And if you check out what's going on right now, even with children or human beings on the whole, more so children because I work with them, they're relying so much on the computer they don't want to think for themselves. So relying heavily on AI is not the best because again, human beings are the ones that train the same AI. There's only so much computers can do. Humans have to override computers. We have some traffic in and around the area. That'd be pretty good. Get some speed brakes out. Some speed brakes coming out so the aircraft so you can meet that cross position with 5,000. About it, but we'll try it. Alright, so we have a discontinuity in the system, and that's alright. We're going to make left base. Let's see something here with this. We'll make a left downwind, and then we set down to 5,000. So heading south. Maintain 2501. Here, heading south. Airport is straight ahead. We'll take southbound to head down towards the airport. So there's traffic down to 2361 descending to 500. Expecting Aylex runway 024. Speed 240. Shoot it. The system is activated, and we have IFJI India Juliet Foxtrot India. Identifier is correct, 11.7. It's good. Yeah, they don't. They don't. And that's human beings, adults training children that way. They don't want to know why certain things happen. They doesn't want you to tell them everything. Nah. Let's set down the feet and the lights coming on. Clean the cabin. We're in the suit. Right turn 210. Maintain 7,000 feet for now, and then closer. Right, so 23 miles out from the field. We make a direct to the front of the Royal. Once we get more a beam to this fix right here, Royal, we'll go direct to that. And then make our way to 4,000, 3,000, and then basically.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
This view makes it seem also real. Flight sim has really come a long way. I remember way back to Flight Sim 1998. You just and I'm sure others will talk about MS92 or DOS 90, whatever those older versions were. But it has really come a long way where you now see these things streamed and you can see what almost looks as exactly what it is on the outside. So that's pretty cool. So you guys see how the clouds look at us passing by? It just needs to be more realistic than that and it will be perfect. The textures just need to be more fluffy and it will be perfect. We sent down 5,000 to 4,000 feet. And in another 10 nautical miles or so, we go direct to Royal. Go direct to Royal. Execute that. What is it that true? Very true. Alright, switching over to 19.5. Which is the local frequency, the C tab. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Notice traffic DAL2361 down 5,000 feet. Direct Royal will make land base on localizer runway 02. Will call on localizer. Traffic. Alright, so within this first ring, once I get close to the ring, I will slow to 180 knots. that will give me enough time to get to the first fix here on the approach fix here. And then between Royal and Moavii, I will slow to my final approach speed, which will set me up nicely for the arrival. This is 10. We want to get below the grindstone. So the glide is rising now, which is good. Once we get below that, we'll fly under it, and then once it comes down to meet us, then we'll just go. Looking good, looking good. We'll do clean speed until we get to Royal. Then we'll do flaps 180 knots. Let's on the localizer. Maintain 3,000 feet till established, and then we're clear to the speed check, flaps 1. Ooh, look at that water. Speed 180. Flaps 2, speed check. Scoop. Nose back down. Everything off to our right. On the shaft DAL2361, right base on localized 13 miles. We'll call for this time. Alright, localizer is captured on the approach. That's it. Localizer is heavy. I'd still Alright, lights up alive, no flies are alive. And we're being good. The lights are captured. And we can take care now. Start. Glass is captured. That's 3. Check. Road speed.
2,500.
Check. Let's push out to 3,000. Clear land. You check. 4. And the checklist. Running traffic Delta 2361. 7-mile final runway 02. Fully established on the island. Traffic. Landing checklist ECAM no blue. Landing checklist is complete. Look at that beautiful thing. Yo, picture time. Alright guys, here we go. Landing time. Traffic to 2361 5-mile final runway 02. Good shot. Hopefully it doesn't shift again before I get to the watch me shift it bounces around. Get out.
500.
Yeah, higher. Yep, there you go.
100 above. Minimum. 100. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Drive.
Right now, 3 brakes up. 2 in reverse. Totally off the center line, but that's okay. That is quite alright. Other side's out. I know braking. We exit here at Tango. We walked there earlier. Perfect. DAL2361, clear the runway 02 taxi 0 ramp, USCR. River's all yours, bro. GSX. That's here, make around the hotel. Right to Charlie. At least we didn't bounce this time. That's cool. That's pretty cool. For some reason I've been bouncing this airplane. I don't know why. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate the stopping in, Matthew. I do appreciate it. Always a pleasure to have you guys on board. Appreciate it. APU is available. APU is on. Charlie 4 right here. Ours is about 12 miles out. Nose light coming off. Let's see if we can get a massive dance. Rig is set. APU is on. APU is on. A bit far away. You told me this, and this is weird with GSX. We followed them to actually stand up. Then you tell me that I parked a bit far. That's crazy. Anyway. Engine N2 is below 10, so we can turn off the beacon. Begin the boarding process. Let's watch the I was right here. Welcome to New Orleans, bro. Exit to the same place. That's cool. What are we talking about? Island, real island. What? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. Excellent job there by Aus FS coming in on runway 02 and putting us right here in our gate. Passengers are deplaning, and we're gonna get ourselves ready to head back up to Atlanta. I'm gonna stream this one just to get some stuff done as well. But thank you so very much for joining this afternoon. Look at Houston is now on. We just missed Houston just by a little bit. Houston came online just a bit. That's alright. We head back up to Atlanta in a few. Thank you so very much for joining. If you haven't already done so, please make sure that you click the subscribe button. It will help the channel out quite a bit. Also, if you like the content, consider leaving a like as well. And of course, share the video with your friends. Until the very next time, guys, please stay safe. It is the end of the year. It has been a wild ride, but we are thankful that we are here to the end. Another stream should be coming up shortly, probably tomorrow. So we'll see what we'll have for you guys on that day. But until then, make sure you keep the sunny side up and have a fantastic rest of the day. You said that lighting was bad. It looked pretty good from the replay. What was so bad about it, man? I mean, is it because you floated a little bit, but you had the runway? Because of the mess up. Oh wow. You gonna park it here for the day, or you want to head back up with me? All right, man. Looking forward to seeing that feeling. I appreciate you stopping in to fly this flight with me, man. I do appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed it. The landing there with the configs. It's always a problem when you have that messed up. But I'm pretty sure you'll sort that out for the next time. Alright guys, until the next time, make sure that you take care of yourselves and talk again soon. Bye.